Hey everyone, this is Kevin from GloFX. In this tutorial video, I'll be covering the concept of orbiting known as wraps. Wraps, as the name suggests, is defined by wrapping the orbit either over or under a certain part of your body. There are many types of wraps that can be performed with the orbit. We identify the type of wrap based on what part of the body the orbit is wrapping over or under. One of the most basic styles of wrapping is called the arm wrap. An arm wrap is performed by extending one arm forward and keeping one hand back and simultaneously manipulating the string, which causes the orbit to wrap over and under your arm. Notice how I'm using both of my hands at the same time in order to carry the orbit over and under my arm. Most of the movement is going to be occurring in the wrists of your orbit, while you keep your arms as still as possible. Try to rotate your wrists as far as possible so you can get that full arc going on in your wrap. Another wrap that is very common amongst orbiters is a leg wrap. A leg wrap is performed the same way as an arm wrap, except you're using both arms and keeping them side by side in order to wrap over and under your leg. Try to keep your hands as close to each other as possible so that it improves the accuracy of your wraps. Keep in mind that some wraps are done better by keeping both hands apart at a far enough distance to where the orbit has enough slack to fully wrap over and under your arm. Then there are other wraps that are done better by keeping your hands as close as possible to each other. By getting comfortable with knowing which kind of wraps require your hands to be close to each other and far from each other, you'll be able to perform a variety of combos by doing different kinds of body wraps. For example, a normal arm wrap requires your hands to be far apart so that the orbit has enough slack to wrap over and under your arm. From here, I can wrap to my bicep, and to do that, I need to move my hands from a far apart distance to a close apart distance, and then back to far apart. You can experiment with different kinds of wraps by having the orbit make contact with different parts of your body. This will give you an idea of where your hands need to be as far as the location relative to each other. Thanks for watching.